and peers throughout her high school career, and her incredible commitment to academic success has earned her a GPA of 102.5. Emily is a thoughtful writer and blogger, but Emily is not just a scholar. She is a well-rounded leader, musician, and athlete. She was a member of the track and cross-country teams and even team captain. She has played the flute and the piccolo for band and jazz band. In fact, in 9th grade, she achieved a NSMO level 6 as a freshman, earning an A+ rating with a score of 100. As a sophomore, Emily was honored with the Chemistry Award from the American Chemical Society. Emily is a member of the North Babylon chapter of the National Honor Society. She is an AP Scholar with distinction, and she has achieved a 35 out of 36 on her ACT college assessment exam. Emily will graduate at the top of her class, having earned a prestigious Regents diploma with multiple advanced designations. She took 11 Regents exams. In total, she lost 9 points. Absolutely ridiculous. She will attend Stony Brook's Honors College. She will major in mathematics in the fall. It is my pleasure to give you your valedictorian, Emily Michelle.
Thank you, everyone. I have been waiting for this moment for my entire life, and I am honored to be standing before you today. But there are so many things I have never done. When I wrote a letter to my future self at the end of 9th grade, I told myself to publish a book and be top of the class. I only managed to accomplish half of those things, and I'm not entirely certain it's a better one. To my past self, I apologize. I have failed you. I've expressed countless times in countless ways that I've been trapped, unable to chase my dreams, unable to fulfill my truest desires. There are worlds in my head that have never gotten out, stories within me that have never been told. Within every one of us is a dried up raisin that used to be a dream. Look around you. Every one of us has a desire that has been boxed up and shoved in the corner. Every one of us has a hope that has been restrained, because we have been between brick walls almost as long as we can remember. But we're free now. Freedom is a funny thing. We beg for it, we yearn for it, but when we finally get it, now what? And it's a strange moment, that moment of freedom. It's bittersweet because when you look back, you realize that those years meant so much more than imprisonment. It's bittersweet because, as Henry Drummond put it, you may conquer the air, but the birds will lose their wonder, and the clouds will smell of gasoline. We have made progress in our lives, but something inevitably is lost. The only thing we can do now is remember not to dwell on what is gone. We need to take freedom in our hands. Embrace it. Take out those shriveled raisin dreams that you forgot about long ago. Water them. Grow them into a garden of grapes. Tear through the cardboard in your attic and unbox all the desires left up there to suffocate. Let them breathe. You can do now all the things you've never done because you are free. And when you look back on the days gone by, don't look at them as lost, but as there. A permanent chapter in the ongoing story called life. Realize that your freedom now is nothing more than an extension of the path you have been walking down all along, and that the trail behind you, even if it seems rough, is the sole entity that brought you here and now, and it is part of something that makes it magnificent that will carry you ever into the future. Of course, it will never be easy. Even freedom could twist itself into violent forms, chaotic things that make us feel that our lives are about to fall apart. A wise man once told me, back when I played softball and I'd strike out and get upset, remember to have fun. And the same applies to life. Have fun, because life is good. It's not a good kind of good or an evil kind of good, but a real kind of good. No matter what you're going through or what troubles you face, you are here in this world, and that's a beautiful thing. So make the most of it. If you put your mind to it, you can conquer the air without polluting the birds, and you can bend your life into something once only thought to be possible in dreams. As your valedictorian, as your classmate, as your friend, I wish you, the class of 2017, the best of luck in shaping your destinies.
Thank you, Emily. North Babylon has a remarkable sense of community, and our high school has a very committed faculty. Every year, a teacher is selected by our students to deliver a faculty speech. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Desiree Williams. She is one of our fabulous science teachers and the founder of our spoken word club that sponsors Night of 1,000 Words.
Good morning. Before I get started, I have to take care of some housekeeping. I have to take attendance. Parents, I call you each by name, but I think we'd be here too long. Superintendent Eschbach, here. Mr. Klump, here. Andy, are you here? Sandra, are you here? And Mr. Klump, if you have your phone out, we'd have to put it into the cell phone nursery. Can someone make sure that there are no seniors at the vending machines? And does anyone have any labs that you still have not handed in? And may I add, they're late. Good morning, Board of Education, Central Administration, faculty, staff, and the class of 2017. Many of you know me as Dr. Williams, D. Wills, or Miss Dr. Williams. What does a doctor mean? I'm a doctor of chiropractic. I don't have enough time in this speech to tell you exactly what that is, but no, I cannot give you a massage, and no, I probably don't accept your insurance. I teach chemistry, anatomy and physiology, human nutrition, and whatever other science is thrown my way. A student once asked me what I was like in high school. I asked a student, "What do you think I was like?" Another student shouted, "I think you were a cheerleader." I laughed because there was a time that I wanted to be a cheerleader because I wanted to be popular. But alas, I was not a cheerleader. Another student shouted out, "I think you were a bully." Whoa. That's when I figured I had to rethink my teaching strategies. No, I was the shy one. You probably didn't know that about me. However, most of you know that I love teaching chemistry. But can we talk honestly here? I mean, just between us? I don't love teaching. The lesson plans, grading exams, the aims, the do-nows, no. Do you know what I love? I love the learning. But that hasn't always been true. One of my earliest memories of a caring teacher was in middle school. My geometry teacher told me and my bestie that he wanted us to stay after for extra help. We decided that we had better things to do. So we went home. Later that evening, the doorbell rang. I listened as my geometry teacher told my mother what he had told me earlier. Needless to say, I stayed after for extra help regularly after that visit. Teachers in the North Babylon School District show we care in many ways. We come in early to let you make up labs. We stay late for students that get back from tech at 3 o'clock. We buy neon pens and pencils. We decorate our rooms to make them places you want to be. We know that after working late 3 nights in a row at Dunkin' Donuts, Sky Zone, Wally's Bagels, or Wendy's, that you may not be prepared for the test that you have to take first period. We know that you stay up late watching Shameless and Game of Thrones. But we also know that what you did yesterday or what you're doing today is not a summation of who you'll be tomorrow. Graduates, the teachers here in the North Babylon School District are sending you off armed with lessons that don't stem from science, math, social studies, English, physical education, foreign language, or technology. We're sending you off with lessons that will help you change the world. Lessons that you can't get in the textbook. They're the lessons that you received in the locker room after losing a big game, during long hours preparing for the high school musical, the week before Regents Week when you've checked out because you'd rather be at the beach, or when you're stressed out studying daily for AP exams, or when you lost a family member, or when you had your feelings hurt by a classmate, or realized that your sexual orientation was not what your family wanted it to be. My geometry teacher saw me just as we saw you. He saw the potential that I had and did the difficult job of holding up the mirror in front of me so that I could see what he saw. I had a student tell me he was bored in class, and I asked him why. He said because he knew this stuff already. I told him that was great. Then I suggested to him that he should help others in the class who were struggling. He looked at me for a moment and said, I don't know how to teach. My response was, try. He said okay and gave me a half-committed nod. But the next day in class, when a student was having trouble reading the reference table, this student got up out of his seat, walked over and helped her. I nodded and smiled, and that evening, I sent him this Remind 101 message. Your value as a person is not in what your grades are. It's in your ability and willingness to help others achieve theirs. I was talking with another student about his plans for college, and we previously had conversations about what he wanted to major in, and each time he talked to me, he told me he wanted to major in something different. This was the first time that he talked about football. He said he wanted to play football in college, and we talked about divisions and responsibilities, and then I asked him this question. Why do you want to play football in college? Are you interested in being drafted into the NFL? He assured me that he had no interest in the NFL. He just wanted to play and have hundreds of people watch him. I told him that his dreams and his goals were not in alignment. He asked me, what does that mean? I said, when you align your dreams with your goals, there you will find your destiny. You know, sometimes I picture the school as this place where the teachers are kung fu masters and the students travel from classroom to classroom trying to take the pebble from our hands. Those of you born in the 60s and 70s know I'm talking about the TV show Kung Fu. At the beginning of every show, the Kung Fu master tells his young student Grasshopper that when he can snatch the pebble from his hand, it will be time for him to leave. Graduates, we still have the pebble. This last story is not about one student, but about many students. Students who have not realized the power that lies within them. There's a book by Paulo Coelho entitled The Alchemist, about a young man who travels the desert to faraway lands looking for his treasure. He meets many people on his journey, all following their personal legends, and each with a unique purpose. By the end, the young man realizes that what he was looking for, what he really needed, was within him the whole time. The same elements that make up the sun, the wind, and the stars are the same elements that make up you. Graduates, you are shining stars, even on the toughest days. I had a student who, if you would let him, would walk across the desk in his bare feet yelling. On this day, he would not stop talking, and it wasn't about chemistry. I yelled his name in a voice I didn't know I had, and the class fell silent. The mom came out. And it was okay, because I have 3 children. I take that back. I have 360 children, but I'm only responsible for 3 college tuitions. Often, when people say, how are your kids, I think to myself, which ones? Parents and guests, I ask that before you leave today, you pick one child, not a next-door neighbor or one you've known for years. Pick a child across the DPA or across the southern state sitting here today and tell them that you are their person. You will stand with them on their journey. Graduates, the teachers of North Babylon School District want you to know that as much as you may have been inspired by us, you've inspired us more. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. That's what alchemists do, from The Alchemist. Class of 2007, it is just about time for you to take your pebble. But first, I need to leave you with your last lessons from your teachers here in the North Babylon School District. From Mrs. Murphy, be remembered for how you treated people. From Mrs. Arango, el futuro pertenece a quienes creen en la belleza de sus sueños. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream. From Mr. Farris, the bright future awaits you. Your past remembers you, and your present needs you. Be amazing. From Ms. Bandes, you've missed many deadlines for senior events and yearbook. She wants you to know that life should not be like senior year. From Mr. Rizzo, love the life you live the life you love. Bob Marley. From Mrs. Brady, be true to yourself and carry on. From Mrs. Reed, now that you are starting a new chapter in your life, don't be afraid to take risks, follow your dreams, and enjoy every moment of the journey. From Mrs. Loeffler, let your smile change the world, don't let the world change your smile. From Mrs. Durio, be true. From Mrs. Sibbles, be respectful to everyone, it's a very small world. From Mr. Natsaban, always remember hard work and perseverance pays off in the long run. From Ms. Caruso, take chances, challenge yourself. From Ms. Mish, to thine own that self be true, Shakespeare. From Mrs. Henderson, love like no other. Always stand up for what's right, believe in yourself. Graduates, I leave you with the words that a junior sent me in a Remind 101 message earlier this year. The message is, strive for greatness.
Mr. Scheid, President of the Board of Education, members of the Board of Education, Mr. Eschbach, North Babylon School Administration, I'm jumping, I apologize. Part of success is just showing up. Yes, you're right, Mr. Scheid, I jumped, got choked up. It is remarkable to have been present every day of school for your entire high school career. 3 students I'm about to call have had excellent attendance, K-12, but they've had perfect attendance throughout their high school career. May Catherine Fisher, Christopher Sokol, and Tiffany Torres please come get your perfect attendance. Just making sure you're not absent. Okay.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere, Mr. Scheid. Mr. Scheid, President of the Board of Education, members of the Board of Education, Mr. Eschbach, North Babylon High School Administration certifies that the students in the class of 2017 have met the requirements prescribed by the Board of Education in accordance with the laws of New York State to receive their diplomas as graduates of North Babylon. Will the class of 2017 please rise? It is with distinct honor that I present the class of 2017 to our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Glenn Eschbach.
I accept the recommendation of the administration of the North Babylon High School and recommend that the President of the North Babylon Board of Education approve the awarding of the diplomas.
On behalf of the Board of Education, I accept and duly certify the recommendations of the high school principal and the superintendent of schools.
Will the class of 2017 please be seated so we may begin presenting the diplomas? At this time, I'm asking Assistant Principals Ms. Colleen Lagandi and Ms. Stephanie Asandras to please come read the names of the candidates for graduation.
Emily J. Michelle. Joseph David Cuomo. Anthony Abenante. Alina Abreu. Leandro Adames. Victoria Adessa. Jonelle May Afram. Osama Ahmed. Mirza Ahmed. Saki Ahmed. Imran Akbari. Khan Akay. Samin R. Alam. Olivia M. Ali. Faith Anderson. Hope T. Anderson. Hagai Wes Angale. Immaculata Apostanco. Ariel Aracena. Cindy Aracena de Jesus. Nastasia Arstad. Donald E. Ortiz. Luis M. Ayala. Andy Baez. Sahid Bayad. Sean Baptiste. Joseph Barbudo. John Barone. Yolanda Bedell. Valerie Bedoya. Kevin Benitez. Aaron Benson. Christopher Bermudez. Madeline Bernard. Sarah J. Bertram. Joseph Andrew Biondo. Denasia Black. Diamond Blackman. Leslie Bonilla. Sophia Borgo. Anthony Buklis. Jamal D. Boyce. Nicholas Bravo. Jonathan Kristen Brewster. Amir Brown. Joseph Perry Brown. Justin Brown. Franklin Bruce Jr. Jonathan Brunner. Anthony Cadet. Aaliyah Calderon. Casey Ray Campanella. Jordan Elise Campbell. Megan Lourdes Cancel. Salvatore Canone. Brian Carbajal. Casey Carbonaro. Mercedes Lynn Cardello. Lauren D. Carpio. Caleb D. Carrillo. Jovan Javis Carrillo. Justice J. Carter. Nicholas Castellano. Jerron Quasi. Sasha Charlemagne. Elijah Charles. Osini Charles.